102.7. It is KIIS FM. Ryan Seacrest with you, Sissany Tanya, and Olivia Rodrigo joining us. Wow, Olivia, it's good to hear from you again.
Hey, great to hear from you. It's been a while.
Well, it's funny the way the world works, right? Because I was, over the last couple of days on my feed, I just, news stories are curated. And I kept, like, an article about you came out and I read it. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then another one came out about you and thought, that's interesting. And then I read, there's two things that happened. I don't know if that happens to you, but when I read that you like matcha, I'm like, oh, we can relate to that. And
I love it.
Do you make it with like a milk or water?
Both. I make like a little latte thing. I've just learned how to make it at home. It's like my pride and joy. I do it every morning. It's my little routine. I actually use pistachio milk too, which is very like LA girl of me, but would recommend if you're feeling
Wait, do you have a little thing that plugs into the wall that spins it?
No, I do it by hand. I
do?
should. If I was more professional, I would get that. But,
well, I'm running a coffee shop, so.
Yeah, on all your spare time.
But the other thing is, and I was so surprised by this, but Sissany loves it. It said in the article that I read about Olivia Rodrigo, about you, that you will, before you go to sleep, you'll listen to true crime podcasts.
Oh my gosh. I mean, when I'm being really bad, I love true crime. I think they're so fascinating, but it's a bit like junk food for the brain. And I get so anxious. I always think I like see someone in the shadow.
I don't know what it is.
You can do it?
I'm with you, Olivia. I was like, that's my girl. I was like, I'm the same. I love watching true crime, anything. But then when he said that you do it with podcasts, I was like, that's actually genius. Because when I watch TV, it actually wires me more and then I can't fall asleep. But I feel like a podcast is more like a bedtime story. It would just put me right to sleep.
Yeah, in a way, even if it's the scariest thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll listen to it like if I'm like cleaning my house like before I go to sleep. But my best friend Iris, she'll literally like put the podcast on and put the phone under her pillow and will like fall asleep like listening to it. I'm like, how do you do that and not have the worst dreams? Like I would just have nightmares every night, but she does it.
Vampire is out. New music is coming in September. So much excitement. Can you hang tight for 1 sec?
Yeah.
We're coming back with Olivia Rodrigo, KIIS FM. That is Vampire, Olivia Rodrigo. And here she is. It's out. It's off the new album. So when you hear it, like when you hear it now, it's been with you for a long time. When you hear it, what do you feel, Olivia?
Yeah, I mean, it truly takes on a totally different life. I feel like I've obviously listened to it so much before it came out and spent a long time producing it. But it sounds totally different to me, like hearing it through other people's ears. It's really funny. But I'm super proud of it, and I'm really excited that people are, saying such nice things. It means a lot.
And you look at the success of it, which is great, and people not just sitting right here, but really all over the world are talking about it, which must make you feel great because it's so personal for you.
Yeah, it's a very interesting thing. I feel like I write songs that are, kind of like my diary, and then to see them out in the world affecting people that, in places I've never been to before, it's really surreal. It's I'm a very lucky girl. I have a very crazy job.
Well, and when you listen to the lyrics of the song, it's like, I guess, what's the best way to put it? It's like things some of us have thought before, but can't articulate it.
Right.
Are articulated in the combination of words that you put into these lyrics brilliantly.
Thank you. That means a lot. I mean, that's the goal. I think I just try to write songs to understand my own feelings, and if they can help other people do the same, I think that's the dream.
Wait, Tanya, when you heard it first,
Yes.
What'd you think about?
It's interesting you say that because I have felt all those feelings too. Like all these lyrics in the song Vampire, I have felt them, but I've never connected them to a vampire. And it's so interesting how you do that because it's true. It's like
sink your teeth.
Yeah, they
right?
they sink their teeth in you, and you feel like they're just like sucking the life out of you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never thought of the connection between like that and a vampire. So I thought it was very, very interesting.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Olivia, we only know that song, but when you think about the album that's coming out September 8th, it's called Guts. What can you share with us about it now?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's definitely a lot more mature than my last album was. I think it's a little more fun. I'm overall probably a happier girl than I was back then.
Yeah.
I think it's a little like tongue in cheek and just a little more fun. I think people are gonna have some songs that they like to like dance to and like, move to. I think the concert's gonna be really fun.
So it says September 8th, but you're here to tell us you're going to play it all for us now.
Oh my God, yeah! On Air with Ryan Seacreast exclusive.
Let's go. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. You've got, the album comes out, people get to know it, and then you get to go perform it and really show people and relive it and have them connect. With Vampire, I'm going to imagine when you're up on stage singing that song, you're going to see people emotional. Don't you think?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the coolest thing. That was one of the coolest things about my last tour. I feel like there were certain songs that I played and I'd look out into the audience and girls and boys of all ages, I just see them like crying. And I'm like, that's the coolest thing that can just all in this moment right here and move you in such a huge way. That's like my favorite part about live music. So hopefully that happens this next tour.
Well, congratulations. Thanks for coming back. Thank you for chatting with us. Vampire's out, album's coming, and when the album comes out, come back. We'd love to see you again.
I would love to. Thank you so much. It was so nice to talk to you.
Good to chat with you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.